Yeah, and here we go.
Castillo.
Come on. Here we go. And come on, and here we go.
We don't do the song. Huh?
Come on, and here we go. Yeah.
What up? Hey, yo, we got some people in the house. We got M. Sorati.
M. Sorati?
Yeah, exactly.
M. Sorati.
M. Sorati. Yes, M. Sorati.
M. Sorati, what up to you?
And we got Thomas D.
Woo! Oh, Thomas D in the house.
What up?
Over here in YouTube land, we got Markeith Collins.
Hello out there, YouTube land.
YouTube land. And then Instagram land.
We back.
Yo, we got people. Yo, we already got some likes. We got some people hitting us up.
Yeah, we got more likes than people in the crowd.
Yo, that's what's up. So, late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down. Be there, StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, another wonderful episode, Beats Vibes Life. Myself, with the man to my left,
Randy Watson. Yeah.
Why don't you turn around? See what the God has made. I remember being little, being like, I don't get it. And then when I grew up, I was like, oh, I get it. I was like, well, I get that.
I get it.
So, the Space Bridge creator. What can
I created the Space Bridge.
Yeah, you created the Space Bridge. Awesome producer, incredible human being, philanthropist, billionaire, rebel billionaire, playboy, Arckatron.
Thank you for the introduction, NERDSoul. I'm here. You can find me at ARCKATRON.com, where you can find the Space Bridge right now. Woo. But if you're about that streaming life, you can find me on there too. Just type in the Space Bridge, or type in Arckatron, or type in all three, and you can find me. All right? Now to my right, who I got on my right. Wait, let me tell you his accolades. The greatest interviewer of all the worlds.
All worlds.
All the known worlds.
All worlds. Never lost.
Never lost. The architect of NERDSoul. Also, the greatest interview at conventions, all of the conventions.
All of them.
The whole entire world.
Everywhere.
He know every language too. You ain't even up on that.
Parlez-vous?
He about that Belize life too. Y'all know about that? Belizean, you know what I mean?
Arigato.
You know what I'm saying? That's not Belize, but
well, yeah, you know, that too. We got si senor.
We got NERDSoul, y'all.
Any ID, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We are here to talk about some good old hip hop evolution. And I'm feeling good. So today, season 4, Hip Hop Evolution. If you didn't know, it's a Netflix documentary series.
Big flex.
They go through.
That's what you said, big flex.
It's like, and so they go through the different kind of like times and the people and places of hip hop, and kind of talk about it in more depth than I think a lot of other places get a chance to do. Season 4, we had super producers, we had DJs, we had the South, we had what else did we have this? That's a good question. What do we have?
Oh wait, what?
We had the South, we had DJs, we had super producers.
That's pretty much it. Because the South was like 2 episodes. You had like New Orleans. You had New Orleans. You had Texas. You had Atlanta. A little bit of Atlanta in the mix in there too.
Because you had Bounce to This, Southern Lab, super producers,
Lil Jon
the Street Dream.
The Lil Jon, they did a lot on Lil Jon. With the crunk. Crunk are basically twerk, bounce, twerk and bounce. Basically.
Yeah, twerk it up.
Crunk, twerk and bounce.
Twerk
and bounce.
And bounce, baby, bounce.
The mixtape game that got changed by 50 Cent and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah. So since you've never watched it until we started to review it for this season, how do you feel about the series as a whole?
Oh well, I can only judge from this.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you feel by watching this season? How do you feel about hip hop?
They did do DJ Screw. You gotta check that out.
Yeah, he's in there.
They did do it, Thomas D. How do I feel about it? I thought it was great. I'm a sucker for documentaries. Like I'd rather take a documentary over a movie about somebody.
Okay.
Because they always get it wrong or they try to color it like, no, that didn't happen. Like the Wu-Tang show, like, come on, now, we know.
Yo, the Wu-Tang.
They were stretching, they were reaching on something.
They got a season 2 for that mess too, man.
That ain't a mess. I thought it was really good. I thought it was good in some aspects. The only problem I had was the music, which is ironically the part we're there for. So I don't know, but I thought the Hip Hop Evolution show was really good. Like in the way they did a deep dive, and not too deep a dive, because it's like, it's like 45 minutes they gotta work with. And it's like episodic, you know what I'm saying? So I thought it was pretty good for the limited time that they had. Like if they spent like a one season on the South, I think they could have fleshed out some more. But I think they can keep going with it, So, like I don't know, but are they going by eras? I don't know, like how it seemed like by eras.
They were sort of going by eras in like regions. But they definitely seem to have a sort of chronological order, but while looking back. So they'll do it seems like they'll do a flashback type of episode and give you some new stuff and old stuff inside of an episode at the same time.
Okay.
Big shout out to VV in the house.
Got VV.
Haven't watched this series yet. Have to catch up. Yeah. So this season, like others, I enjoy seeing people go back and kind of like look at how they came up and how they, and it also like gives me, I guess, like a jolt of energy, seeing how they work together, how they devise their plans, or even their creative process. It's a lot of fun to watch in general if you're a hip hop fan, or if you're just like into music in general. There's a lot of like entrepreneurial stuff there to be had too as well.
Yeah.
So I just enjoy it. Do you want to start off with Bounce to This?
Bounce to This was the New Orleans No Limit. Yeah, I have notes.
All right. So do you want to start off with your notes first? You got your notes your nice little handy dandy paper.
The one thing I didn't know was that who Manny Fresh's father was, the DJ Sabu.
Oh, okay.
That was big because it makes sense of why his sound started like that. Like why he, like and then the whole bounce music and the bunk jumping music and everything. Like, that was. I didn't know about that. I mean, I knew about it. I knew like what they did for funerals and everything. They did the whole dance and everything. They had like the second line. It was they called the second line. I didn't know about that at all. I mean, I knew about it, but I just didn't know like the
description of it.
Yeah. So to hear that was kind of cool, and then to see it evolve and be influenced in people's styles was pretty cool. To see that, that was dope. That was very, very dope. But again, because I'm not from New Orleans, I don't know the culture of it, like that. Yeah. I've been there once. Great city, great culture. But just being there for like 5 days, you don't really get the full totality of the place. And the different wards and everything was cool too.
Yeah, and big shout out to Blurtish down there. They're in Baton Rouge.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Blurtish because when I come down there, we gonna chill.
Blurtish. Yeah.
Big shout out to VV. She said I stopped watching the Wu-Tang series after episode 5 or 6. It started to get weird. So
5 or 6 is when it started getting into the music stuff, right?
Kind of, yeah.
I thought that's when it got better. I thought the drug stuff was weird to me.
Yeah, the drug stuff.
Like, was it The Wire?
They left the money in the place.
Was it like Wu-Tang The Wire, and then it became like Wu-Tang the music?
The music.
Yeah, it was like that was strange.
Oh,
that's a strange like first 4 episodes.
Right? Yeah, it was just like I was like, yeah, I'm not interested. But one thing that I like about this episode, which happens in a lot of them, is finding the connections. Like, this person knew this person.
Yeah, like literally, if y'all see the notes, they're literally connections. I'm drawing arrows to everything. Like, the Trigger Man, the song Trigger Man became bounce music, basically. Yeah. DJ Jimmy started doing bounce music, and DJ Jubilee started doing bounce music, and his song was like more like instructional, like like the cha-cha
like
slide.
Do
basically.
This song, do
Simon
this
Says,
dance,
as I call
do
it.
This
Simon Says.
Yeah.
And that became, and he used the word twerk for the first time.
Yeah.
And then that in terms of as a whole other style.
You get to see why the kind of just the bounce, the Miami bounce, the New Orleans bounce, all that booty shaking music,
Atlanta
kind of
bounce, with Lil Jon and
all of that like area down there. You get to see like why it is the way
I've noticed threads with all the stuff in the South.
Okay.
There's the music that makes people dance first, and then there's the gangster side that comes out. Master P.
Yep.
T.I.
Okay.
In Texas, I think Texas had a little bit more like gangster up top.
Yeah.
And 3-6 in Memphis had a little more. Well, they were influenced by I forgot what his name was. I wrote it down too. Also, my other notes.
But yeah, that's a good point about the bounce music kind of like coming first.
Yeah, the music that makes people dance.
Some of the gangster coming after.
Because I mean, you got
the girls, and I love speaking about, getting the girls out and then having the gangster stuff,
Yeah.
that song Manny Fresh made, he was like, I thought I was going to bring everybody together. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because, I'm sure wherever you grew up or wherever you've been,
Ghetto Boys was the gangster
Ghetto
part.
Boys.
But they were a little ahead of the curve.
Whenever you start shouting out hoods, it's going to be a fight.
Yeah.
You think, we're shouting out all the neighborhoods. Everybody's going to be happy. No, because what's going to happen is you're going to have your dudes from this area over in that corner. And your dudes from this area in that corner. And they're going to be like, they shout out this corner, they're going to shout out, and they're going to be like, man, F such and such.
Yep.
And that's it.
That's going to start a fight.
And that's it. And all the girls going to leave. And then the regular dudes like me going like, man, dang, they started fighting.
It was messing up for everybody.
Messing up for everybody.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like that's what I noticed. Like the kind of like different sides that came out.
Yeah.
Sometimes at different times too. Like most of the time it was the music, the dance people that danced to let it out, and then the gangster came later. Sometimes the gangster with the Ghetto Boys came earlier, and then basically everything else after that became a little still gangster with the Paul Wall, but it was more of a fashion, like cars,
Paul Wall was
cars and the grills.
He stunted a lot in his gangsterism.
So it was cool to see that, like different cities, like what came out first. Was it dancing or was it like the gangster side?
And then to see Master P kind of looking back on Cash Money and having so much respect for them, because
at the time he definitely was like they're my enemies, because like you're imposing on my territory.
It's
punk,
like
what you doing on that turf, punk?
It's our thing.
Yeah.
But then tell me if I'm tripping. The early shots and photos and video of Birdman. Tell me Birdman wasn't trying to be a down south puffy. He was definitely in that bit. It was Puff. It was a down south bald-headed Puffy.
I can see that. Yeah, he definitely jerked his arse like Puffy did.
Yeah, and he was all in the video.
Yeah, if I was signed
dancing,
if I was signed to a label back then, I was in New Orleans, I would sign with No Limit.
Yeah,
because No Limit seemed like Master P would do right by you.
Yeah,
like Birdman, baby.
Yeah,
look at his biggest artist.
Yeah,
his son
per se.
Come on. So I only trust that dude business wise. I mean, he'll make the money.
Yeah, he'll
but
make
not
the
for
money.
you.
I don't know if you gonna touch it.
Yeah,
but he gonna make the money.
I hope he back paid Manny Fresh for all his stuff too, man. That man was a workhorse, man.
Manny Fresh made
Birdman was a down south Diddy. That's what
yeah. Like, man, Manny Fresh made a grip of beats. Not saying I'm a fan of him, but he made a grip of beats.
I like most of his stuff because again, I didn't know where it's coming from. Now seeing this documentary,
I
have way more respect
for it. It puts me in a new mindset. I might want to go back and check out some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I remember when Ha first came out, I was just like, man, I want to listen to this.
Really? I love Ha.
Man, I couldn't stand Ha.
Really, man? You that Big Body Beans, huh?
Now, Hot Boys, I secretly like that song.
The song Hot Boys, on fire.
When on fire. Secretly. Now, in public, I'd be like, ain't nobody trying to hear that. But on the inside, I was like, I kind of like, because it's like,
but that 400 Degrees song on Juvenile's album, man, fire.
Yeah. Okay,
on,
I'll give him that.
They had some,
Juvie had some joints. Juvie had some joints. But at the time, I was so hardcore, like raucous at that time that I was not trying to hear no.
But also seeing Juvenile's little story in there too.
Yeah,
like where he came from and stuff. That was kind of cool to see.
And also seeing how Manny Fresh referred to them. He was like, man, I never thought like that. He was like, Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5, or like, he was like, this is like a boy band, but just for like gangsters.
Gangster boy band. A gangster boy band. And it was. That's what it was. It was.
So like seeing those, I guess getting into the thought process of these people that have like changed culture in such huge ways is just interesting. Yeah. And
they moved, even though like people didn't respect it initially, they moved a culture forward.
Yeah, they definitely moved the needle. And it's because people forget, like the South is huge. Like I'm from VA, they would consider that the South.
Yeah.
But then you have the Carolinas, then you have Georgia, then you have Florida, then you have Texas, you got Memphis, you got Tennessee, you got Alabama, you got so there's. It's weird. You have the South, but in the South, there's like 7 Souths.
Yeah, like 7 different regions that are distinctively different.
Yeah.
There's no, like I wouldn't say
like
nothing
Georgia, Florida is definitely like its thing.
I would just say Georgia and Florida are different too.
Yeah.
Like think about.
Well, see, I just think about strip club culture in those 2 states.
Okay, I can see that.
So much bigger than in the other states.
Did they do? I don't know if it's the season. Did they do a Miami episode?
They did in the season before this.
Okay,
in season 3.
I was gonna say that because they got.
It was season 2 or 3. I think it was 3.
You are right, Mississippi.
Oh, Mississippi.
Don't forget about David Bannon and Big Crit.
Yeah, so it's
those are the biggest ones. Came out of there, for the most part.
I like how they're touching different parts of the South, which is a huge deal.
Yeah, because those moments right there had the ripple effect to right now what we're hearing.
Yeah,
because the South has had the grip on hip hop
for a minute
since then.
Yeah, for
pretty
minute,
much,
man. It was crazy.
50 Cent was the last New York hurrah.
You know what? I think you're right. I'm trying to think of someone from New York
that was that big.
50.
No, 50 Cent's the last one.
No,
there may be somebody I'm thinking about. Maybe like A$AP Rocky, but he wasn't doing. I'm talking about he was doing.
But as big as 50,
like that 50 was doing like
50 was a huge deal.
Yeah,
like 50 was like a global thing.
But I'm just saying like the music wise too. Like what he was with the music he was putting out was not down
definitely.
south stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Marquise Collins said Manny had a run.
Yeah, no, Manny had a good run.
Definitely had a run. And then on the No Limit side, just seeing, what they said, they dropped like 30-something albums in a year or something like that.
19, I believe. 19
like
or
some
18.
Crazy amount of albums.
Thomas D, I'm talking about after Jay-Z's run. I'm talking about the next guy.
Jay-Z. Like 50 was after Jay-Z.
Was the 50 Cent was the next guy.
Yeah.
After that, who was the next guy? Please tell me.
Yeah.
I'm
for New York.
A little hazy on that one.
For New
York.
That was
as big as Jay-Z or 50 Cent. Who's your next guy? And I'm not talking about an artist that came out before them. I'm talking about after 50 Cent. Name one. Help me out, because I don't really know.
That's tough. I think you might have that.
I can't think of one on top of my head. Help me out, because that's what we have out here.
50 might be that last big New York guy. And even 50's style wasn't particularly New York.
No.
Like it was, but the music behind him was very all region-ish.
Yeah.
Like the way they did.
But what about those mixtapes he was dropping?
Now the mixtapes are different. He was definitely New York on those.
Dipset?
Yeah, but that's a whole crew as opposed to one person. If you would say one person, you would say Cameron was out before and Cameron came before him. So yeah.
It's close.
Marquise Collins said Big Timers had some slappers. Big Timers, we know the Big Timers.
Yeah,
you know
Big Timers.
Yeah. Big shout out. Tony in the house. What up? Just wanted to give a shout out, y'all. Nice to see you. Nice to see you in the spot. You know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, Toby. Sorry, not Tony. Toby. Sorry. Toby. We here. I got you. We here. So yeah, that seeing them in that context, seeing their history of the city, the history of the artist, how they met each other, who was there first, stuff like that. I really like that about that episode. And once again, this show does a good job of connecting a lot of dots.
Also, I like that. See, Master P brought the gangster side to New Orleans, but Cash Money actually brought more of the gangster, and then they had the bounce to it, though.
Yeah.
Master P, remember, they was messing with him because he wasn't doing the bounce stuff. He wasn't doing that kind of
back
music.
That thing up.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
so that actually is like more like bringing the two worlds together, like getting the people to dance still, but you talking that gangster on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and then how they kind of like talked about later on how they talked about Wayne and stuff.
Oh yeah, Wayne. I see now. I missed the Wayne train because I wasn't a Wayne fan because the only Wayne I knew was a young Wayne. But now seeing him, his evolution was crazy. Like he just ratcheted it up on the lyric tip, and it's like, people cite like, oh, because he's working with Gilly and like different people like were writing for him. But I think it's being like knowing that there's a void. He kind of filled the void or whatever. Like
he definitely
where he felt like, you know what? Not a lot of people from the South are getting known for being lyricists. I'm gonna be that guy. And his kind of like stream of conscious kind of rhyme, and his schemes were just totally different. And like, I mean, it was unique. It was very unique. And he just like was. And the only reason he was making like 1,000,000 mixtapes in like a year. Like,
he had rhymes on rhymes on rhymes.
He was just going in. Like, he was like, yo, I'm going to flood the streets.
Oh, man. Yeah, Toby, I got you. Sorry, I was trying to read real fast, but I got you. We
He said it. I ain't say it.
But I didn't miss the Wayne train because my little brother loves Lil Wayne. Yeah. My little brother loves Busta Rhymes and Lil Wayne. And at the time, I didn't want to give Lil Wayne his credit because I was like, he's not writing all his stuff. I don't want to give him credit. I don't want to hear it. But now in hindsight, I'm like, he put out a lot of stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You still...
No, I still respect Wayne.
You still got to go in and record all that mess. That's a lot, and all the touring and all the video shooting.
Well, because all the artists left Cash Money.
Yeah, he was the last one. He had to put it on his back, literally.
Yeah, he was the only one.
I don't know if he ever got paid out for that, but
I think he finally got paid.
Yo, we got Keith Cooper in the house. Actually, a lot of bounce artists with some of the most gangster folks. You got to listen to the stuff before it started hitting its commercial waves. Master P was a great businessman, though. Let's see. Toby says, I feel like Lil Wayne and Birdman took everyone's money when you were signed to Cash Money Records. But I agree with you. I'm not a Lil Wayne fan. I love Busta Rhymes, though. Yeah, but Busta's he's number 2 on my list. You know, and
was he 2 on your list?
Yeah, Busta was number 2, and Black Thought was number 1. And I would love to get an album with those two.
Who was my number 2? Oh, and I had that question. Remind me. Yeah, that question to ask you. Remember I told you this?
Oh, yeah, you have a top 5 to question. Yeah. We'll get into that.
I'm on the spot, though.
All right, cool. You go on the spot. All right, cool. And then I got some news for us to talk to that we missed last week. Well, we didn't miss it. Just wasn't time. So the next episode they had was the Southern Lab. And basically talks about Houston's DJ Screw. It talks about 3 6 Mafia, Lil Jon, and just like the crunk era and stuff like that, which is another one that really gave insight for me for 3 6 Mafia. Remember when we reviewed? I'm trying to remember the album that we reviewed.
Oh, we reviewed Smoke Smoke Clears.
When Smoke Clears.
When the smoke clears.
Yeah, when the smoke clears a month ago, maybe something like that.
You know, last year, maybe a month ago.
It feels so.
We did it like November, like in maybe September or something. Yeah, wow,
it feels way more recent.
It was like last summer we did that.
We did a 3 6 album. We did a 3 6 album, and listening to how, like, where their influences come from, do a good job of informing me on because their album definitely has an energy to it. Mm-hmm. And when I was listening to it, I was like, some of this stuff is cool, but I don't know if I can listen to this all day.
Nah. So you gotta be in a certain.
I was like, man, because this is like something wrong with y'all. These sounds,
but it's because the horror. Yeah, they used to watch a lot of horror movies.
Yeah, but once you get that backstory to them, it's like, oh, okay, I see where you're coming from.
You just adjust.
I see why you have, and it helps me focus that lens on, you know what I'm saying, on, I guess, them and their content and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Big shout out to Keith Cooper says, it was so wild down here. Folks would buy No Limit chain and like a lot of girls that they got signed.
That's like Wu-Tang. Everybody was in Wu-Tang at the time.
Mad people had Wu-Tang chains.
I was in Wu-Tang at one point.
Yo.
I had the Wallabies and everything.
Yo, them No Limit chains were probably selling like hotcakes back then, bro.
I had the Wallabies and everything. I was Wu-Tang.
Tell me
I had
they had
and everything.
Tell me they had the clothing shops or the shoe shops where it'd be like mad unauthorized jewelry up in that joint selling No Limit chains. I'm pretty sure because every hood is essentially the same. I'm pretty sure they had some dudes at the barbershop selling No Limit chains. No, good and well, Master P did not put his stamp on that.
Yeah.
Toby said, yeah, but Master P wasn't as bad as Birdman, and P. Diddy was the worst. OMG. We're going to talk about P. Diddy a little later today.
4 months ago.
Tonight.
4 months ago.
Oh, 4 months ago. All right, cool. That's just, P. Diddy was just raping folks. Once you make a hit, you get $5 and still got to work at Mickey D's. Yo, man. Locks was trying to get free for a long time.
Free to Locks.
Are they free yet? Oh, they free.
They dropped the album when they were on Record.
I'm just saying, man. You know they was trying to be free for a long time.
Yeah. Free to Locks.
Oh, man. Keith Cooper said the middle of the mall deals. Yep. You know it'd be that little kiosk.
Yeah.
We're like, yo, we got that Wu-Tang chain. Yo, shouts out to the dudes in high school that had Wu-Tang chains that was like some of the thinnest gold I've seen in my life. That gold be so thin.
I think about noodles do that.
Woo! Oh man, I'll never forget this dude. He had a Wu-Tang chain. And it was like big. And like the W was big.
Yeah.
But that gold was about as thin as paper, boy.
Yeah.
Paper thin. Going through.
I want to get a Wu-Tang. Even though I don't wear chains, I want a Wu-Tang chain, man.
Like a Wu-Tang chain would be like, yo. You know what I'm saying? You know, have all the chains in the booth sound like percussion. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah, that too.
But Lil Jon is something that I honed in a lot on this one too, is when he really dialed in and was like, all right, I know what to do. I know exactly how to do this. I got this. Yeah. I know how to make my drums. Yeah, I know, you know what I'm saying? I've been up in these clubs.
His approach was very specific.
Yeah, his approach was like, look, unless my drums, unless they aren't about to break your speakers, then they ain't ready yet.
That's the level you need to have them at. Yeah. But his stuff he said his stuff would sound so much better than other people's stuff in the club because he didn't using that machine. You don't have much. It's like it's very easy to work with because it's like one machine and he didn't use many different sounds and stuff too. So it's very simple but effective, very effective. You hear you're like you got it on the floor.
Yeah, and that's another thing he did is he knew how kind of the dance floor work goes down. Even when Manny Fresh was talking about back that thing up, you know the you give girls the time to get to the dance floor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh girl, that's my sound, and then go into the dance floor, and then they know when it hit, and then you start shaking your butt. And so Lil Jon knew that too. He was like, all right, yo, look.
There's threads and all this stuff. There's all threads about how to get people how to get people on the dance floor.
Get girls the time to get to the dance floor. They gotta give them time to put their drink down and get to the dance floor. It's about 4 to 8 bars. For all you producers out there.
Oh, are we still in the first episode? What episode?
We're in Southern Lab.
Have we talked about Chopping School yet?
We're about to talk about.
Okay, I'm about to think.
Another thing I wanted to talk about is with this episode we got into DJ Screw and just the culture of how they were talking about people was just getting towed up every day. They were like, we was drinking lean, smoking, and I mean. Of course, we know DJ Screw has passed. We lost DJ Screw. Yeah. And, there was, in the documentary for a second, they was trying to act we don't know. It's like, dude, they already said he had heart problems. And when you start adding lean
one of the guys said
all the time and smoking all the time, it's not a good look, son. Yeah. That lean, but out of that lean became a culture. People still, still kind of is prevalent now.
Future and 2 Chainz talk about it all the time.
Yep, all the time. And the way he slowed down music is perfect for the car community. And he was talking about how he would go to car shows and be
Houston is a big place, so you guys have to drive somewhere. So you had a time in your car. Chill.
And people with those bass speakers.
What up? I got my brother in the house. Audio Ron.
What up?
What up? Dirty Sprite. Yeah, you're right. No, but I knew Thomas D. Yeah, I knew that fact about Kanye went to Timberland for. We'll talk about Timberland and Kanye.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But
we talking about lean, brother.
Yeah, lean right now. Keith Cooper said, "Bruh, in college when that violin dropped, I'm telling you, son, before that deal hit, the best homecoming concert at Southern University for me was freshman year when Cash Money headlined it. Oh,
wow.
Oh, I know they was out there.
Wow.
They was probably out there like it was
that day.
Man, I'm pretty sure they was out there like it was
walking like a dog, all night. Girl, you look good when you back that dang up.
Girl, you look good when you it's like he took a statement that any old black man at a gas station would say.
Like, girl, you look good.
Girl, you look good.
Back that thing up. You're a big fine woman. Why don't you back that thing up?
Big fine woman.
Why don't you back that thing up?
I mean, because it's basically a brick house. A big fine woman.
Yeah, basically it's a brick house.
A big fine woman.
Yeah.
Yo, all right, true story. I'm at work. I'm working at Capital One in a cubicle. There's this older black dude. Now there's this woman there, I'm not gonna say her name, but she had a shapely figure and she had a large posterior. And when when she walked by, he leaned over in my cube, like you're me, he leaned over in my cube, look at that big old thing. I'm like, dude, I see it. All right. Everybody sees it. All right. I don't say anything because I have class. Okay, go back in your cube. All right.
He was just saying what everybody was thinking.
I peeped at what you do is you peep
Sometimes
and you
go. You have people just say things that people are thinking already.
We're like, look at that big old.
But that's what comedians are.
Well, yeah, true.
They say things that we're thinking, but we don't have the guts to say them out loud.
Like, look at that big old thing. I'm like, bro, I see it. All right. I don't need you. Just get in your cube.
Back that thing up.
Back that thing up.
You're a big fine woman. We can back that thing up. Yeah, it's very simple. It's a very simple message.
It's a simple message,
but with that bounce, that buck jump, that whole idea,
that buck jump kind of, man,
had it, man. And in the video too, the video definitely helped it too.
Yeah,
because they had New Orleans women in the video.
Yeah,
not no like
they had no models.
They had no models.
They had Sharonda up in there. They had Takesha up in there.
Hair extensions and anything.
All the shorties from down the way was all in that video, and it was backing that thing up. Oh man, I did want to go back to what is it? The Mafia 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah, I was gonna say because the thing I forgot about that didn't think about is that their starting of Memphis is a tragedy. Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even think of, like, oh yeah, that's actually where he passed away. We got assassinated basically.
Yeah.
So that's their history. So that's what they kind of know for. So it's kind of a dreary, eerie city anyway. You know what I mean? It's kind of dark cloud over it.
Feeling hangs over.
Yeah. So that's
feeling of
then
death.
You have the blues, which is a heavily influenced in the city, and blues and rock basically in Stax Records. You know what I'm saying? So all that like influences the style, and then like DJ Spanish Fly is where it all started basically. Yeah. That they all listen to that guy.
Oh, shouts out to all these like old shows that we get to learn about, like the first hip hop DJs in your city, like because whenever they show them pictures, you be like, oh, look at us, look at hip hop just trying.
They were just doing it, man.
Just trying.
But the DJ Spanish Fly was like the first like kind of like DJ to kind of break through. Like then there's always a DJ that's breaking through too. Like back then, the DJ would always breaking the music.
that would kind of open the door and bring everybody with them.
They had control over the situation, and they were talking about the gangster walk.
Yeah,
in a circle, whatever, to do that little thing in the circle, whatever.
Which looked like something like somebody about to get beat up in, but I ain't gonna take no chances.
They do that the whole night, just turn and just do it.
I ain't getting to no gangster walk. I ain't taking no chances.
And I think that's what they said. I think they were the first person. Memphis actually the first person. They talked to use the word crunk, really.
So
maybe
you're right. They did say that.
Yeah, so it might have been in first place, like, and then tear the club up, whatever.
Tear the club up was huge. That was huge.
They were tearing the club up.
And the fact that they got they own their masters and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know, ooh, they got some money off of that.
Ooh, we said 45 something and turned to 45 million. That's what you said, right?
Yeah, it's like I think 4,500 turned to 45 million or something like that. It's like, whoo.
Nah, 3-6 caked up.
Man, 3-6 got some money.
Juicy J Paul, DJ Paul, they're good, right?
Yeah, they ain't hurting. They ain't hurting.
They're good.
DJ Paul, remember that 10 million you owe me though? Remember when I let you borrow it and you said you was gonna give it back in 2020? Just go and holler at me. Keith Cooper saying they closed the show down with twin sisters we call the Big Booty Twins. They were in high heels, sliding on their toes in cat suits, and actually and I actually dated one of the ladies who jumped on during the twerk off.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
He was like, "Yo, girl, saw you at that shaking but go ahead.
Like we kind of bounced a little bit, but like I just remember like I had something in my notes about Lil Jon.
All right.
Is this one thing? There's a couple things he said. The one thing he did say at the end was like the reason why the South is winning and has won is because he said they're not trying to please nobody. And I guess it was more like a shot to New York and the northern states. Like y'all were always trying to please someone. Like when the South took over, I'm saying, not like before. I'm talking like there's an era of New York where it's like, y'all, who are you doing this for? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you doing it for yourself? Like who?
Yeah, and there was this.
There was an air about that. There was a certain like air. If you're not New York, then you're not nothing.
Yeah, there's definitely New York.
And then the
New
West
York's biggest problem was always that they're the best.
Arrogance.
For the sake, yeah, there's this New York arrogance to everything that comes from New York.
Yeah, so you ain't from New York, you ain't nothing there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
That's where that saying comes from. If you make it in New York, you make it anywhere.
Yeah,
it's like you can make it other places too.
You can make it. New York is not but it's, and I think New York had to and has been eating humble pie for a long time.
Yep. Now they got this sound switched up to the South.
Because they were talking about sampling on that too, where they would go and try to get like these craziest samples and who remarked upon it on there was something where someone else was remarking on like New York hip hop where people were like trying to get the craziest samples and the most no one's ever heard it, and while people were like, yo, I'm just gonna make brand new music, make original music, and everything's gonna be cool. And then you had stuff
if you did that and
you had stuff like
if you did that stuff in that era, you were clowning that. Remember?
Yeah.
That's what,
but then you had stuff like Organized Noise come through, and
we did clown Swiss Beats though.
Yeah, we did clown him.
Yes,
that's
true.
You're
right. Still eating it to this day. And my brother said that's why everything's trapped. Facts. That's they've been independent. You're talking about also the independence too. It's almost like it's true. Funny. It's funny that independence, the word independence, like dealing with the South. It's funny. They're the one that got their independence.
Yeah.
Musically.
Yeah.
And business wise.
Very, very good.
Ironic.
Yeah.
Very ironic.
Very ironic. So right now, is that all you got for that episode?
Well, yeah, I don't even know what episode it is.
All right, cool. So then I want to take a break. I want to do what, you know what I'm saying?
So was that 2 episodes we did?
That was 2 episodes we did.
Cool.
So I know you had something that you wanted to bring to me.
I have a question. I have a question for you and everyone
in the chat.
In the universe.
All of y'all.
Our friend Haas, Mr. Anwar, brought this up to me. And it was something on, I think, Twitter yesterday or 2 days ago.
Okay.
What are your top 5 coolest hip-hop names?
Top 5 coolest hip-hop names. Coolest hip-hop names.
Y'all speak among yourself. Or speak with us, too.
You know what I'm saying? Talk amongst yourselves. Do you have a top 5 yet?
No, I didn't formulate a list. But I do have a couple of names on the list already.
All right. Top 5 coolest hip-hop names.
Top 5 coolest hip-hop names.
That's interesting.
You can marinate and do your thing if you want.
Coolest hip hop names. All right, so we'll start off. We'll start because I got
2 already.
2.
Tickets to Paradise.
I got 2.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, one of them I don't even really.
Again, it's just names.
I don't.
I don't know the artists. Just their names.
Yeah. Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
I think it's very it has an energy behind it.
There actually was a running back named Busta Rhymes.
Oh yeah. So it has
Rhymes.
Oh yeah. So it has an energy to it already.
Chuck D. Classic. He named Busta Rhymes. That's a classic naming of someone.
Yeah. So Busta Rhymes is one for me. And the second one is Most Def. Because it's one of those things where it's like he was able to take a commonly used term and embody it.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was cool.
It's like oh no too, like oh no.
Yeah.
But mine would be my first. I guess my 2 is MF Doom.
All right.
Andre 3000. Because he had to change his name because his name was just Dre before. Remember he was going by Dre, but then people kept confusing him with Dr. Dre. So that changing of the name was like perfect because like Andre 3000 it sounds like some like spaceship machinery or something like that. And he was thinking way ahead. He was like always thinking way ahead.
Yeah.
My brother said, RZA the Jizza, older master Wu-Tang. And KRS-One. Now Haas's list was MF Doom, RZA Jizza, Ghostface, and I forgot what his 5th one was, but it was along those lines. Oh, he said Nas actually because it's one of those, he likes names.
You just like Madonna. It's just one name.
He likes names where like it rhymes with things too, because he was thinking it from a rhyming perspective. Like Nas rhymes with everything. Like Nas, it works. It works a lot, and it's something like, oh, you heard a new Nas, and you're not at the time there was no other no Nas. Yeah. He was the only Nas.
There was no Lil Nas.
He's the first popular Nas. Yeah. And kids are named Nasir to this day because of him.
True that.
I know a bunch of little Nas going running out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Yeah, it's like that. Like he was coming from that standpoint. Like it's good. It's a good name. It's very clever. And like and then you're the only like even with Wu-Tang, you could just shorten the name. Your Ghost, you're a new Ghost. He's the only Ghost before Power. He's the only Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, cool.
LL Cool J is also a good name. Like it rolls off the tongue. LL Cool J.
My next one. So I have Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Then I have
Busta Rhymes on my list too.
Yeah, I got Busta Rhymes. I got dang, I forgot my second one already. Busta Rhymes. Dang, I'll come back to my second one because I can't remember the second. My second one now. So, but MC8.
MC8. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, because I feel like it rolls like MC8. You know what I'm saying? It's like it got that old school feel like MC before it, but MC8. I think MC8 is a cool one because it's just like
I was thinking like
smooth.
I was thinking like Cool G Rap.
Cool G Rap is a good one
because it just flows. And Big Daddy Kane, another one like Big Daddy Kane. Yeah, that's an ill name because like you just say Kane. All right, cool. You say Big Daddy. You know,
so all right, so Busta Rhymes. Okay. Most Def, MC8.
Oh, you said Most Def.
Yeah, so Busta Rhymes, Most Def, MC8. Mm-hmm. You know what? I might have to get. I got one. Busta Rhymes, Most Def, MC8, Eazy-E. Eazy-E is another smooth one.
Okay. My brother has LL Cool J and second Most Def is the second. And then Thomas D has Tupac, Outkast. Good name, yes, as a crew, yeah, with a K. Twista, Chameleonaire, and Young Jeezy. And he said,
Chameleonaire is creative.
MC Hammer is a runner-up.
Okay. All right. Okay. I see you.
Anyone who made the MC work is always good. Like you said, MC8. Like that's a good. Yeah. It rolls off the tongue. MC8. Ice Cube. My brother.
Ice Cube is a smooth one.
Ice Cube.
That's another one that's like an easy one. Like it's creative and cool.
It's a commonly used word.
It's a commonly used word that you kind of made cool. Yeah. So Busta Rhymes, Most Def, MC8, Eazy-E, and
you know that.
I'm going to give you something.
Oh, MC Light. MC Light.
Yeah, MC Light's a cool one.
MC Light. That rolls tongue too. It's always good when it's like MC and like one extra word.
Yeah.
Like MC, MC Light, MC Hammer. Oh, okay.
And
syllable wise.
Another one that I think is cool because it's random and you're like, huh? But then it like works and it's been working to this day. Q-Tip.
Q-Tip is a great name.
Which is like weird because you're like, it's a Q-Tip.
But I was saying it's the Haas.
But then you're like, yo, it's kind of a cool name.
I was saying it's the Haas that they like. I had like an epiphany about his career. I'm like, yo, his alias is a great alias. The abstract.
Yeah.
It's like so like abstract. It's so like what can I it's a great like alias from Q-Tip. Like it's like your alternate ego is the abstract. Like, yo, what is that even like? That's crazy.
Oh, big shout out to Jenna James. See you up in here. We're talking about Hip Hop Evolution Season 4. But right now we're talking about our top 5 hip hop's coolest names. So for me, Busta Rhymes, Most Def, MC8, Eazy-E, and lastly, I came with Q-Tip. Q-Tip.
Yeah. The Brat, Queen Latifah.
Queen.
Oh, he really put Latifah. I think he got the H in the wrong place.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's Latifah.
It's all good. You got the same. You got all the letters correct.
You got all letters.
You got them correct.
Keith Cooper says Slick Rick.
Yeah. How's Slick Rick?
Says Bushwick Bill.
Okay.
See. People say
who said Talib Kweli?
Marquis said Talib Kweli, Sugar Free. Sugar Free is a cool one.
Sugar Free is a great name.
Sugar Free is a cool one.
And
that is a cool name.
And he's a unique character. He's a very unique rapper.
Slickety.
He's unique. He's probably one of the most unique popular rappers of all time.
Yeah, Sugar Free.
Sugar
Free is he's cool. He's cool. Keith Cooper said the Brat is a good name. So jumping off of that. Yeah. So yeah, you know, I like that.
Yeah, Haas came up with that.
I like that. That was a nice little exercise. But yeah, I've always thought Eazy-E was just a cool name. It was just like Eazy-E. It kind of like comes together smooth. You can say it smooth. It's not something like what's a weird hip hop name? Like I'm trying to think of someone's name who's like that I've never really liked.
What if anybody new? You like any new names?
New named rappers.
We're all going classics. We ain't got nobody in the 2000s.
I like No Name. I think that's cool. Just
No Name.
Like,
The No Name got No Name.
Yeah, she
No Name's
dropped.
Well,
yeah.
I know a lot of people named No Name. That's why I'm like,
oh yeah, she's
there's like a million people named No Name.
Well, she's a lady that is a rapper. I don't know. She's black and she raps.
Spell exactly No Name. Nothing.
NONAME.
Okay, the way
it's just like one word.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I see that.
But yeah, No Name is cool. I always just thought that was cool because it's kind of like No ID. So I thought that was fun.
Okay. That's a great name too for producer wise.
No Idea is a good producer name
because it's named backwards, Dion.
Oh,
I don't know if you even knew that.
Nice, didn't know that.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Keith Cooper. Said Mystical is unique, especially the way he raps. I think it goes well with it pairs well with his style.
Here I come.
He said,
Boo! See them headlights?
He said he started a song with "I came in with my stuff in my hand."
Yes, that's how he came in.
He started a song with "I came in with my stuff in my hand."
Yes,
but I would love to get another Busta Mystical collab. I would love to get that.
He said Meg the Stallion.
That's too much for me. It's too many syllables.
Yeah, she just called herself Megan.
If she was just like Meg, you know what I'm saying?
Or Megan.
Megan.
Because there's no, like, but she, her being black and like the way she looked, you wouldn't think her name was.
Like, oh, Megan, she's a new white rapper on the scene.
That's what I'm trying to say. It'd be like a really.
She getting slobbed down by G-Eazy right now.
We got Dre Brown in the house. What up, man?
Oh, what up? Nice to see you.
Who's extraordinaire? What up, man?
Keith Cooper says Miracle from the Crunk era was a terrible name, but had that one weird good song. Oh man, but yeah. So
I like Mia X.
Mia X. And speaking of Mia X, notice out of all these people, it's not always a good look for all these rappers that done age. But Mia X still looking good. Yeah. Mia X was still looking good. I was like, cause there's something like y'all done seen Trick Daddy. I'm just saying.
Well, he got lupus, man.
It's tough out there.
He got lupus, and he don't really take care of himself.
He got more than lupus.
No, he don't take care of himself.
He's crazy.
He don't take care of himself, and he has lupus.
Well, yeah, all right.
He's got double whammy.
Yeah, he's still crazy.
Rhapsody's a cool name.
Yeah, Rhapsody works.
That's what
Rhapsody works.
Cameron,
Young Jeezy, 50 Cent. 50 Cent was always clever. Eminem, I thought was clever, but his flam and a clam.
Flam, the scoreboards and the floorboards.
T.I., Jenna James. So that's Jenna James. You got Cameron, Young Jeezy, 50 Cent, Eminem, and T.I.
Okay.
So, all right, cool. So next up, see. Bruh, just know Mystical and Juvenile never sold short.
Juvenile's a good name too.
Never sold you short at a show. It don't matter if it's 5 or 1,000 in the building. They brought it.
Juvenile's also a good name too. I like Juve, like his
Juve,
because being grown up in the Caribbean culture. Juve is a whole other thing.
So I want to go to. I want to go to the Street Dreams episode,
which is the last episode.
The last episode. I want to do it for the last. Because come on, man.
But IG gonna miss it then. We're gonna go that far.
IG gonna miss it? Oh, man.
Well, I'll come back.
IG, just jump over
I'll come back.
Yeah.
I'll come back.
So Street Dreams is the episode where we talk about mixtapes spreading around, infringing on copyright. We talk about 50 Cent. We talk about T.I. and Lil Wayne. Yeah. Because those three people really...
They all did the mixtape.
Yeah, they were like huge on the mixtape scene. We get to see DJ Drama.
And Cannon.
Yeah,
DJ Cannon. Don
I always wonder where they got, because it sounded so much like a Street Fighter.
It had to be from some old show or something like that, or
like
something.
Cannon,
like some show from the 70s or whatever.
But
Thomas D said, "I looks like I'm gonna be taking my talents to YouTube." Nah, I'm still gonna be here. I'm gonna just come back. You just gotta click on it again.
Taking my talents to YouTube.
You could come to YouTube too.
Yeah, either one is cool.
And
man.
like your stuff in there too. You know what I'm saying?
Either one is cool.
All y'all should take your talents to YouTube.
Oh man, I should have taken my talents. This I remember when DJ Drama got raided. I remember seeing on the news like the FBI and everything, and they were taking pictures. And I'm like, bruh, CDs.
Nah, bruh.
Like y'all
it's illegal CDs.
Y'all acting like, because they were standing around like they had did like a like illegal guns.
They were selling dope, man.
They were selling that dope
on the CD, man.
But,
put the CD on your tongue. Yeah, that's pure, man.
But honestly,
crack music.
What it really was is music. IRS won't get their money. That's what it really was.
Well, the record labels weren't getting their money.
Well, yeah, record labels weren't getting their money.
Like, oh, we gonna get
IRS won't get that tax money.
So,
because let's be for real, I got love for DJ Drama. DJ Drama never said nothing, but you know they made some money in that shop, boy. You know. DJ Drama made so much
1,000 CDs, man.
And it was selling, they were selling about what, 10 a pop? And they had to pay no taxes? Man, Drama was killing. Drama probably had some money up under the couch, the faucet, the bed, everything. Probably had the floorboards and the scoreboards.
Smorgasbord and the floorboards.
But, Drama had some cake. Drama probably got way more cake than we think.
He had a stash house, man.
Oh, yeah.
He had all that stuff, dude.
Drama probably got one of them stashes like dude from Breaking Bad. You know, when you open up. Oh. Well, you guys know if you watch Breaking Bad, they open the storage space and it's just like a couple pallets of like literal cash money.
What movie is that where it made me movie like Robert De Niro or somebody. They had a whole basement full of like just money, cash. The whole basement was flooded with cash. There's a movie like that.
Was that Casino? I can't remember.
It's one of those like movies like that.
Yeah.
It may be The Godfather. It might be.
Oh, we got Thomas D over here now, and we got Audio Ron.
What up, man?
Thomas D said, "Yeah, me and X can definitely get it." See, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna keep it classy and say that she still looked nice. But see, look, there you go. All right, see.
You said just got nice too. You said just got nice.
I have no comment. but yeah, one thing that I thought was very interesting is seeing or at least hearing the connections that got 50 Cent where he was.
Yeah.
And hearing like who knew who, this person worked here and the DJ and they got the mixtape and there. It's nice to see those connections come up. And I still wonder how 50 Cent worked it out where, hey, Interscope, I'm going to drop my album with you. But next week, I'm dropping a mixtape and you can't get a piece of it. I wonder how that conversation went down.
Maybe.
Or maybe, see, mixtapes at that time weren't a big deal. So they were probably like, damn, do whatever you want. We were like, we don't care.
I don't know.
Until that joint said, pew.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked, like, in terms of, like, it's contractual, whatever's in his contract.
Yeah, well,
He probably could have just said, like, yo, I need to still have freedom to drop music if I want to.
Yeah.
You drop it on your national level and everywhere level.
Yeah.
I'll do my little, my hood level.
Yeah.
Hood level, you know?
And that hood level, man, because those mixtapes, because imagine if 50 Cent
he could have broke them off with a piece, like split it half and half.
Yeah.
Like still because he's known globally and locally because of like like kind of because of Interscope or because he signed with Dre and Eminem. And so he had like maybe even like 10%. If we get 10%, that would probably satisfy that because they're not doing any work.
Yeah,
he's doing all the work.
He's doing all the work. And then the thing
so they shouldn't really have any of
that along is a lot of people will be like, oh, well, mixtapes were usually better than the album. And it's because the mixtape usually had zero oversight. Like, when you're making an album, if you don't know, if you're making an album at, like, I don't know, MCA, Sony, Universal.
MCA.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. MCA don't exist no more.
MCA,
so any of those places, they like approve samples and they approve songs and you play it for them and they can shelve your album. But a mixtape, you can do whatever you want. So there's probably usually more creative freedom. You get to be more yourself. And then the fans realize that you're being more of yourself and they enjoy that more and they probably buy it more. And 50 Cent was rolling in the dough. Right? Yeah. As we can see, 50 got money. He got some real money. And he's still a troll. It's like his whole career he's been a troll.
Never stopped being a troll.
He's always been like even that How to Rob song is a trollish kind of.
No, it's a troll.
It's half funny, half dig, half trolly. It's kind of like, or I guess third, but it's got that troll nature where it's not specifically mean.
No, he said
it's like playful jabs.
He said put the hot dog. He was talking. He was like cracking jokes.
It was more kind of very playful mean. Jabs, but
it was nothing playful about it, man. It was mean.
It was kind of like snaps in class or something. When I heard the song, I never felt like 50 Cent was out to get these guys or like in their career. I felt like it was more of 50 Cent being like kind of like the kid in the back of the class. You know, like
still mean though.
Well, yeah.
He wasn't trying to kill nobody. He just trying to be mean.
He just trying to be mean.
He's big. He's the big bully on the block.
Yeah. Big shout out to Jenna James. She threw an exhibit in there. Yeah, cool name.
Oh yeah, X.
Keith Cooper put in there. Put cannabis in there. People still on my cannabis video mad at me.
Did he put LOL after he put that cannabis?
Yeah, he did. He said, "So cannabis ruined it." LOL. Cannabis had a whole bunch of dope freestyles on DJ Clue, and then after that, Potential Lost. But we'll go get back to the mixtapes. They talked about the era where the DJ kind of the mixtape kind of, I guess, ownership went from the DJ to then the artist. Because it used to be, and I like that they shouted out like Ron G, Ron G tapes. Because see, my cousins, I had cousins in New York, so they would every summer or like Christmas or something, they would come down and they would bring tons of tapes, and I would dub them. Now, if you're real young, this is what dubbing is, right? You take a tape and you put it on this side, take another tape, put it on this side, and you sometimes you get high speed dubbing, so you can record it real fast. And you go
about high speed dubbing, and
you go
lowers the quality. So.
Well, it does lower the quality, but look, if you're trying to rush, you gotta do what you gotta do. So what you do is you go to like Kmart or something, and you get Kmart probably don't exist where you at anymore. So you go to Kmart, you get you some Maxell tapes, some good ones, all right, and you put them in there, and you press the button at the same time. Yeah, and be like, and you press it at the same time.
Bruh, that's how I'm making the Space Bridge tape.
Oh, where?
I literally have done it yesterday. I was doing that all day yesterday. I mean,
Space
like 4
Bridge,
tapes
you know
yesterday.
what I'm saying? It's like, look, it's all about, you know what I'm saying? It's about all about that old school. So, you know, they talked about how mixtapes came up through the streets. And then, of course, 50 Cent being the first one, Drama being there, you know, Gangsta, Grizzles. And, you know, when we were talking about our favorite DJs, we, like, started getting into, like,
I'll tell you this right now. I'll tell you this right now. I have only listened to 2 mixtapes in my whole entire life. Because of this.
Okay.
I'm an album dude. If it ain't on the album, I don't even see it. Because also where I grew up, mixtapes weren't like a thing. Like, I mean, my brother has some, but he used to have some tapes, but like mixtapes are just a mess to me. Like albums seem more like this is what they came up with right here. Mixtapes seem like a bunch of other people beats and stuff like that. Like, no, I heard of beats already. Oh, yo, you rapping over now? Cool. I get it. I mean, I should like it because Jamaican culture is about like rapping about people's stuff anyway, different rhythm, you know what I mean? Yeah. But for some reason, I wasn't a fan of the way that hip hop did it. Okay. I just new music all the time. All right, cool. But that's me. So I don't listen to the DJ Clue tape, the one that had Eminem on it, and the Locks and Rough Riders, and Nas when Nas just about to drop I Am. Okay. And I had another tape. I listened to actually the Revenge of the Nerds, one of the Lupe tapes. That's the only mixtape I've ever listened to. Okay. I mean, if you count like Funk Master Flex stuff like that, if you count that as a mixtape, like the actual ones you release on Loud, then yeah, I listen to those too.
Audio Ron said Ron G was lit. That's them flea market mixtapes. Yeah. Thomas D said Currency is cool, but Lloyd Banks is the mixtape king or Fabulous. Fabulous got more mixtapes than a little bit. Yeah. Thomas D said DJ Ill Will was huge back in the day. Yeah. And see, Jenna James of course says, "What's with Nicki going off on me?" I ain't even look. Is that new? It's new. It's some hip hop news, but I ain't messing with them. I'm gonna leave them to their
Did you have hip hop news? You said you had something to say?
Yeah, we do, but not with Nicki and Meek.
We don't have time for that, man. We can about
Oh yeah. So we gonna go along. So anyway, the last episode.
I'm just trying to rush you. I'm just saying we're gonna have time.
Yeah. Last episode was the episode for super producers.
That's what I told him. See, look.
See, one minute.
We gonna come back. Ain't nobody there though. We gonna come back. I think. No, we're coming back. We'll end now, so we just come back.
Timbaland, the Neptunes, J Dilla, Kanye West. And it kind of starts with what is it? Teddy Riley.
Ah, yes. Teddy Riley. Teddy.
Yo, Teddy Riley.
On the low, though.
On the low, put in work back in the day. He was making R&B joints. He was making hip hop. Teddy Riley is a huge. Seeing that he came to Virginia, it makes a huge
ripple effect.
It makes a huge ripple effect. It shows exactly
Pharrell,
Timbaland. Because if you look at them, both of them are very hip hop and R&B. Like
they're all in between.
Because of who kind of influenced them.
Teddy going to Virginia Beach was like, I don't know, like that was big.
It was like Plymouth Rock landing. Plymouth Rock of music.
That was very big for them.
Yeah. And then of course, Timbaland also had the Jodeci connection with
Devontae
Swing.
Which they didn't say, which was very interesting.
I'm interested why they didn't say that. I'm like, that's interesting.
There was way more Teddy than Jodeci. And I was like, maybe that was after the fact.
Maybe.
Because I remember, I thought it was Teddy then Jodeci. And maybe the influence started from Teddy. They said nothing about Devontae Swing, none of that stuff.
Nope.
Maybe they were the artists on there. And that's maybe
because Devontae, let me know if I'm wrong.
Maybe that was their first deal.
Oh yeah. Because as far as I know, Devontae was who brought together Missy and her group Sister, I think. Timbaland. Sister, and then Genuine.
Yeah, that's what it was said. But maybe they need a little more.
There was one more person I can't remember. But I think he was the nexus that made all them meet each other.
That's what they said, but maybe that's not the case.
Maybe that's not, But I know.
Because really, what's the connection between Jodeci and Virginia?
I don't know. Good point. But talking about how he went down there, and we got a little bit on the conversation they had at Something in the Water last year, where Teddy Riley was talking about being in Virginia Beach. And riding around, and the cops would stop him and be like, "Why you ain't giving back? Or why you ain't doing this?" It's like, first thing, he doesn't have to. Yeah, he can just be rich and be here. But it's a whole other thing. It's Virginia. I'm from Virginia, so I understand you getting stopped, and I understand. But I never knew why he came to Virginia.
Oh, because his
brother got killed.
Yeah,
and him going to Virginia to get something like.
But why Virginia though? Like why out of all places in the whole entire world?
The only thing I could think is Virginia isn't super far from New York. It's an hour flight if you got to get back. It's a day trip if you have to drive.
But by then he was already.
Yeah, by the time. But I'm just saying, like, if you have to drive, like, say if they're like JFK is whatever, it's snowed in.
You think Teddy Riley's driving to New York?
No, I'm saying he gets someone to drive him. Those black van things. Those
I'm just saying,
limousine vans. I'm just saying if you have to drive. If there's, because it's not like New York doesn't ever have inclement weather. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it might be like, yo, LaGuardia is down, JFK is down.
You got a private plane. Man. You think Teddy Riley had a private plane? You ain't think Teddy Riley had a private plane? I would have a private plane if I was him.
Yo, man, I can't. When I get my private plane, then I won. That's when NERDSoul won. When I get my private plane.
I don't need no plane.
That's when I'm done.
I don't need no plane. I don't need nothing in the air.
That's when I'm finished.
I like to stay grounded.
I need pew.
Nope. I ain't trying to get the no quicker than I need to. Quicker than I need to. Nope. Sorry.
I'm gonna be in that joint like Top Gun, baby.
I would try to have the least amount of exposure to planes. As much as possible.
But seeing the tape of Pharrell and Chad,
at the talent show, whatever.
At the talent show, boy.
Teddy Riley talent show.
The Teddy Riley talent show.
Teddy Riley notes that. I had Teddy Riley notes that.
But knowing how he, how he got there, was interesting. How he poured into these guys, and then seeing, of course, how they came up with the rump shaker when he was like, "Yo, man, I'm not really coming up with none. I'm not." It's like, I got you.
Yeah.
Don't worry about this. I got you.
Word? Bet. Bet.
Yeah,
man, bet. I haven't heard that in so long. Bet. So that was great to see like Teddy Riley and Pharrell, like them, like just being the Neptunes from way back then, like weird kids just making music.
Yeah, just chilling out, hanging. And big shout out to Thomas D. Said Teddy Riley got Pusha T and Malice in the game as well, I guess. So Thomas, no, you didn't say that name.
Young Metro?
No, this name.
Dark Child?
Ha! 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 Look, the way he feels about.
What did he say about Dark Child?
He said Dark Child got hits too.
He does. Don't mean I like him.
Dark Child.
Rodney Jerkins.
Darkchild got like 2 songs. Let's be for real.
No, really? He got some singles, though.
God.
He did some stuff with Brandy.
Stand him and his.
He did some stuff with Brandy. He got some hits.
Yeah, he got like 2 songs that I like.
He got some stuff with
And then after that, it's whack.
Yeah, don't hate on the Darkchild, man.
Yo, he whack.
Don't hate on the Darkchild.
Don't get me started on Darkchild.
Wow, really? You hate Darkchild like that?
Yo, I feel about Darkchild how you feel about Little Brother.
I don't feel like that about Little Brother anymore.
Well, you know what? I feel how you used to feel about Little Brother. And I'm going to keep feeling that way.
You can say Quali more than anything.
Oh, Quali. Oh, yes.
Quali,
Darkchild is the Quali.
What? What do you mean?
Somebody is just whack. It's weird. Quali's not whack, but he's whack. But anyway, we're on Super Producers. So it was good to see how Pharrell grew. Also seeing how Timbaland kind of like looks up to Pharrell and how they always like fed each other with competition. We all know that there was a period when they weren't like vibing like that. But I think they've grown.
What do you mean vibing?
They've mentioned sort of in passing about a period in time when they were kind of butting heads over like an ego thing.
Was that when Pharrell left their group? Sitting with Idiots. What's the name of the group again?
Sitting with Idiots.
No, the group that Magoo and Timbaland and Pharrell were in.
No, this is like later on when like the Neptunes were hot and Timbaland was hot, and kind of like that kind of contentious vibe of like ego, because we're both from Virginia, we're both from like the same area of Virginia, and we're both hot at the same time. And it was they've alluded to it in different interviews of kind of like that just young ego kind of thing. They've never outright spelled it out, but if you watch enough interviews, like there was a time where both of them were feeling themselves, and you couldn't tell either one of them nothing, and they just didn't want to work with each other or whatever. But also through that, it seems like, at least for me reading between the lines, it seems like Missy's the one that kind of like, okay, guys, like let's dead this mess and kind of like pull them together. But that was cool. But of course, we also have one of your boys.
Well, you jumping all the way from that? What about the Tim and Missy stuff?
Oh, the Tim and Missy stuff.
You jumping all the way to?
Well, I want to talk about your boy.
We got time.
We got time.
Rush it.
So,
a bunch of VA people. Tim and Missy was probably the focal point. Was like the point the stuff I want to see because I don't know much about them. Like
Timbaland and Missy, the way they made music, the way he would be like, Missy would make me go through like 100 songs.
Yeah. That's why I think that's why Missy has Timbaland's best beat.
Yeah. Because she wouldn't just be like, all right, give me that, let's roll.
Nah, it would be she was the one who had the vision.
Yeah. And Thomas D said Timbaland was cranking them out. Yeah, and then he said Star Trek. Yeah. But yeah, Missy definitely. It was kind of like it seems like she definitely, like you said, had an idea of where she wanted to go. And she knew Timbaland could get her there, but she had to kind of like pick the keep going. It's kind of like, yo, I'm pretty sure she passed on tons of heat, but it probably just wasn't right for that project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, I just be going through stuff, and she'd be like, nope.
Nah, the thing is, like, it seemed like he needed that push.
Yeah. And to keep him on fire.
Yeah, cause I think Timbaland has given Missy the best beats that he's had in his whole career. Because he's got there's some beats outside of it, but like Missy's Timbaland,
probably gotten some of them, and they're the
stuff they've done.
They may be, for song creation, the best duo in not only hip hop but R&B. As far as consistency, they might be. They've got to be in top 3 at least. If you're talking,
but they're in the top
because there are other people that I would mention, but those people might have been singing, but they weren't writing the music. Missy was writing the music and singing and rapping, and Timbaland. They, as a duo, until I think harder,
you might think hard on that one.
I might have to think harder, but I'm gonna go in and put them in top 3.
I ain't putting them. They're in the top. I ain't saying what number it is.
Because I mean, I could easily say like Mike and Quincy, but Mike wasn't writing all that. You know what I'm saying? Now Mike was writing some. You know what I'm saying? But it's tough. So I'd probably say like Mike Quincy, Missy Tim, and I don't know who else. But we're talking about teams that stayed
you're missing
together.
A whole bunch of teams. You're missing some. Don't.
That were making music and
you freestyle on top of the head. You might need to write this one down.
I don't know.
Freestyle on top. You might need to write this one down. You forget a bunch of people.
I think off the top, I'm coming with it. But of course, 2 up to that. You have Timbaland high on your producers.
Ghostface and RZA. Huh?
You got Timbaland.
Ghostface writing, RZA's producing.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. That's a good one too. Whoop. That's definitely a good one too. So that rounds out my 3. There you go.
No, I'm just gonna do that. That's we gotta think a little harder on that one.
3.
No.
That's 3. We're done.
Let's not done.
But Timbaland's number 2 on your list. He's number 1 on my list.
Timbaland and Missy is the number 2 on my list.
I thought.
No, Timbaland and Missy. It says Timbaland only with Missy.
Oh, excuse me.
Don't get it twisted.
Excuse me.
Kid. Missy has got the best Timbaland beat. When you hear "Get Your Freak On,"
yeah.
Who got that beat? Come on, man.
Yeah,
come on.
Timbaland is my number 1. He's my number 1. Only because of the longevity. Because my number 2, unfortunately, was passed. But Tim's my number 1, and because of the variety and also the longevity. Like, just the diversity in the sound. Timbaland has shaped the sound of popular music, I guess you could say, at least about 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Like, he's gone away for a couple of years and then came back and be like, all right, cool, everybody copy this. And then come back and be like, all right, everybody. So it was nice to see them just reflecting on those earlier days and seeing how he was like, kind of like looks up to Pharrell and stuff like that. So that was cool.
Yeah.
But, oh yeah, big shout out to Static. Jenna James, shout out to Static, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace. But they had the most hated, no, I'm saying, but the controversial figure known as Kanye West.
Oh, you just jumped from Dilla to him? Dilla was actually next.
We doing Dilla last, though. I'm keeping Dilla last.
Right.
Dilla, come on, man, it's Dilla.
Okay.
It's Dilla.
I was just trying to do it in order the way that
it's J to the Dilla, man.
Okay.
You
just talk about Kanye. It's fine. It's a good transition to what Thomas D said about Kanye needed Timbaland for the stronger beat, the drums.
Oh, yeah, and you can tell me about that. Because you said you were going to break that down.
But just break that part down?
Yeah, I thought you were going to break that part down.
I'm gonna break down.
I thought you said you were breaking down later. So sorry, excuse me.
No, I thought we'll come back to that later.
Oh, okay.
We'll come back to that story. But yeah.
See, I didn't.
Kanye, in Kanye's head, he always hates his drums.
Okay.
So he went to Timbaland to get drum sounds from him and a pattern or whatever for the stronger song. He said it wasn't banging the way he wanted it to bang. So there's actually video of it on YouTube. I think you can watch it right now. Of Timbaland going through drums and Kanye's there like, nah, I need something like this, like that.
Okay.
So yeah, but Kanye the thing about Kanye, I like about Kanye, and I always liked about Kanye. I don't know about this new guy. I don't know if his name is Kanye anymore. But the thing I always liked
about Kanye up until
September. But the thing I always liked about
September
last year, 19. Whenever he dropped Jesus is King, that's the last time we saw Kanye. But the Kanye that the thing I always liked about Kanye is he was never shy to ask for help. Never. He is even though he has a big ego, when it comes to the studio and working on music, he always asks for help.
Yeah. Which leads me to sometimes thinking, because I've said this a couple times, sometimes I wonder if that's just all like a media thing. Like he knows how to get the media popping. So like the ego is a media thing.
It could be,
because when you hear people talk about Kanye in the studio, you don't ever hear about that crazy stuff.
It could be like
crazy media stuff.
It could be like Bill Belichick, where the genius is not seen on TV.
Yeah,
the genius is in the details and the work.
Yeah,
and his work ethic, because that's obviously there.
Yeah,
It's so obviously if you're rapping a verse with your mouth wired shut, you're about to rap. You want to rap.
You care about the rap.
So it's the same thing we're gonna talk about Dilla with making music on your deathbed, literally.
Yeah,
not like he's joking. No, he's about to die.
Yeah,
he
could have easily died from that.
I always felt like they definitely showed like his worth ethic and like he was willing to like embarrass himself in a way.
Yeah.
Where no, like Jay's like not even paying attention to him. Like, oh, you rapping on the table? All right, cool, whatever. I'm just over here in my BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Like, but he had the heart and the guts to do it, which most people like just shy away.
And the humility to kind of do it.
So that's the thing that kind of people really get misconstrued about him a little bit.
Yeah.
And like his early production for me was cool, but like I feel like he got when he started working with like No ID and Mike Dean. Like the first like iteration of that combination, out of here. Like the stuff he was that he was coming up with. But the thing I feel about Kanye is that I think he even said it. He uses people the right way, and use me not in a bad way.
Yeah.
People say you use somebody like he's using his chess pieces or whatever.
Yeah. Marquis said Kanye. We're not talking about public Kanye. We're just talking about music Kanye.
Producer
Kanye. And this show does a good job of staying in the good Kanye.
They didn't even get because they didn't really. They just talked about the early Kanye.
They made sure not to get into the
They didn't even get to Yeezus Kanye. They just just touched on it. Like he is a super producer. You cannot tell me that he's not a super producer. You can't take that away from him.
He's done pretty much all genres, I think, just about. And he's done them all at a high level.
He definitely toes the line of R&B and hip hop clear, like easily.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. And he always and the thing about Kanye
still has one of my favorite beats too.
Which one?
The Brown Sugar joint with Mos Def.
The remix one.
Yeah, the remix one. I love that beat.
Yeah. That's a good beat. My favorite beat.
I love that beat. It's just got that joyful bounce.
Weirdly enough, one of my favorite beats of his is right now. Like All the Lights always does it for when them drums come in.
That is a good.
Like the build up. It's a build up to it.
Yeah.
Like,
That is. And
when those drums,
the singing.
And the thing I was gonna say about Kanye is that he always has a voice in his music. If it's not his own voice, in the music, like in the music itself, he always plays with the voices.
You know what? We might need some more reread Kanye stuff. We might need some more.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen.
You sure?
That ain't gonna happen.
Oh yeah, she's on another level.
Well, no, I'm talking about him.
Oh,
Kanye's gone.
Yeah, Kanye's gone. That ain't that Kanye. Because all
he's
the
like Jesus Christ. He's like, you brought like he just went.
How old is All the Lights? All of the Lights was
2012.
Why do I feel like it's earlier than that?
Maybe 2000. Nah.
I feel like it's like 9-ish or something.
Maybe
like that.
2010 though. I might be messing up. 2010.
All right, but yeah,
it's either 2010.
So we're talking about two different because Rihanna is probably on her way to being a billionaire with the clothing and the makeup. And stuff.
I don't know. I don't know.
She probably.
She ain't
probably like, I don't need to sing another song for the rest of my life.
Should we still waiting on the album?
Yeah, I don't think she don't need to drop no album. She done. She like I'm sipping pina coladas for the rest of my life.
You probably know you because your album. Drop an album, please.
Oh man. But yeah, that early Kanye, when they were talking about him doing that, kind of informs on why he was so, I guess you could say, crazy out in public, because it's like, yo, I was telling y'all all these years, like, give me a shot.
Kanye,
and nobody was listening to me. So now y'all are finally listening.
Yeah.
So now I got to scream at y'all.
I've watched many of Kanye West interviews, and he was just ahead. Like he was this where he was, where he wanted to be. So he was frustrated, but he was thinking way ahead.
Yeah,
he was 10 years ahead, and he said it himself. Like while you're talking about this, he's already on the next thing already. Yeah. But he's got to like wait for y'all to catch up to it.
Yeah, he believed in himself and he knew his potential, but nobody would open that door.
Yeah,
and
Rockefeller was reluctant to open the door.
Rockefeller is lucky that nobody else
signed him,
came along, and boy, because anybody could have came along.
They didn't believe him as a rapper. They don't. Like, we'll take you. Give me the beats, but
just give us the beats. No,
you ain't got rap no more.
And then even Damon's like, oh yeah, we figured, whatever, just put out a record, whatever.
Yeah, they were all like that. They were like, nah, he ain't.
But I don't think that they saw the shift in the black audience changing. I don't think they saw it.
Because
and Kanye was on the ground.
There was a fatigue.
Yeah.
It was like, we need something else. We need something, a new energy.
And like I said, when he came out, he was a good bridge of, like, he had a song with, like I said, he had the song with Mos and Styles P or whatever. So it was like,
Styles P?
Well, nah, it wasn't Styles P. It was
Freeway.
Mos and Mos and Freeway.
I was like, wait,
sorry. So Mos and Freeway, and it's like, that's something that you would normally not think of happening.
Yeah.
And he was that good bridge between what was considered like, oh, this that underground real, into like more of the gangster like street. So and like, you know, he kind of like brought that together, brought that stuff with like Jay-Z and all that stuff together, to the point where even Jay-Z had to throw a line out there about Talib Kweli. You know, he ain't caring about that, but he had to like throw it out there to be like, oh no, I'm down. I know things.
Yeah.
So
I mean, young Guru was always preaching like usually rapping some Dilla stuff, but he never. Like, nah, it's like, it's more like the timing and everything. It's like, nah, because it's like it was after Dilla passed or whatever, so it's like it was after the fact. You know what I'm saying? So that would have been interesting to hear Jay-Z over a Dilla track.
Let's see. When could Dilla? Well, I guess we can finish up
by going to Dilla. See,
by going to Dilla.
Come on, man. You got people segue.
Keith Cooper says, bought me a 70 ticket and slipped down to the first level of the bottom. Oh, and Chris Brown was on on this one too. I think he was still likable. What? I know we must have dropped into Rihanna's DM that Thomas D is talking about. Oh man, but Keith Cooper said probably about 10 years ago with the Rihanna thing. And then talking about the song.
Oh, and then, she ain't the only one on that song. Alicia Keys and Fergie on that song.
And then Thomas D says,
and
Pike
Kid Cudi.
And then Thomas D said, "You ain't got the answer, Sway. You ain't got the answer, Sway." Oh man, but Dilla is the one that I was extremely happy to learn more about.
Most of the stuff I knew.
See, most of the stuff you already knew.
Yeah,
I didn't know the Ant Fiddler stuff.
I knew about that.
I didn't know about that at all.
I watched that.
And then just the recollection
you never watched the Dilla documentary that was the Stones put out. You probably never even watched that.
Oh no, I did.
And all that stuff is on there.
No, Ant Fiddler isn't on that.
No. Ant Fiddler's on a bunch of interviews. You gotta watch it. No. I'm saying he's on there. There is interviews. He's in some stuff. One of the documentaries has him in it.
All right, cool.
But yeah,
it's not the Stone Store one though.
No, it's one of
I
them.
know. Fat Cat or Frank and Dakin's on it or whatever. But yeah, just the recollection of like, you know, from his perspective, like, yeah, these two kids came to my house like, yo, can we record here?
Yeah,
like because he lived in
the same area.
How are you? You know what I mean?
And Philip was a keyboardist for the Parliament.
Yeah,
from Funkadelic.
So he was just like, they showed up and was like, can we record here?
Yeah. So and he was saying that Dilla style and his style in his ear was already there. He needed better equipment because it sounded.
It sounded like crap.
Yeah, so he
like the literal audio quality was bad.
He showed him the MPC 3000, and that's where it started. Because really, he made everything on that machine. That's what people don't really realize. Like he was doing a lot of that stuff like on that machine.
Yeah, like at least from what I've heard in interviews, his main machine was the MPC for like his whole career. Basically.
Pretty much, yeah. He was on the SP1200, I think initially. That's what he was using.
Oh, okay.
Well, he probably was recording to like tape and like really bad quality. You know but he was a lot of stuff was SP1200. Then it became MPC 3000. That was it.
The MPC boy, like
if you know how to work it. If you're and he said it's all about your creative. If you're creative, you can do anything on the machine. Because it's about you're inputting. Okay, when you turn the machine on, because I have one. When you turn the machine on, there's nothing on there. You have to. It's
blank.
It's basically a blank slate.
Yeah.
So you have to put sounds into it, find sounds into it. There's no like they give you a little disc with some MPC sounds on it, but you can only use that for like one session. So you got to keep moving. So really, it's how your mind works. It's how creative your mind can go, and you can take it as far as you want to take it with that machine. And I am a proponent. I've done most everything you hear on the Space Bridge, for the most part, has been done mainly, like on that machine in terms of programming and stuff like that. The drums, everything on MPC. Maybe most of all MPC. I think so. So like the machine helped the man.
Yeah. In
this way, but the man was already there. He was already.
He already knew.
He was already killing it already.
Yeah, he already knew it.
And then when Tip heard it, because Aunt Phil's like, "Yo, wait till we get to Detroit." Yeah. And he met Tip or whatever. Dilla met Tip,
and Tip said, he was like grinning from ear to ear. And stuff. And it was funny because just imagining him, like, but of course, by this time, Tribe has seen the mountaintop. Of music.
Midnight Marauders is already out.
Yeah, Midnight Marauders is out, so they've seen the mountaintop.
They're at the mountaintop.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're out the mountaintop.
They're literally at the top. If they're touring with Parliament Funkadelic, they're at the mountaintop.
Yeah, so that's it. And just seeing how, a young Dilla like cheesing like.
Yeah. I'll go get my tape.
Here's my tape.
And Tip's like, all right, cool. I take the tape. Cool, peace.
Like whatever. And he said, what? Him and Dave listened to the tape.
Dave
and was
from De La Soul.
Yeah, him and Dave was like, yo. Hold up. Tip said he was doing like what I was doing.
But better. Like, how did he do that? So yeah, and then he let Farside hear it. Yep. Tip let everybody at Questlove hear it. He let everybody hear it.
Tip
he didn't keep
like
it to himself.
The one. Yeah, because see, a lot of people go back to Kanye's story. You know what I'm saying? We didn't hear about Dame Dash and Jay-Z like, hey guys, listen to these Kanye beats and whatever. Nope. They was keeping Kanye to themselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Q-Tip was like, yo.
The story I didn't know was the Royce Pop 9 story. When he was in the basement and he goes up the stairs. He's like, yo, get some water. Let's go upstairs. He goes upstairs and he sees Common just on the couch. That story right there, I don't know. Like,
that's just those random funny stories.
He was saying how he downplayed a lot of stuff. Like, yeah, Erykah Badu, she's downstairs in the basement. Like, regular stuff. You know what I mean?
Like regular stuff like platinum recording artist downstairs.
Chilling at my house. Just chilling at my house on the couch with the shoes off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He was like, yo, Common didn't have any shoes on.
I saw Common's feet. You know what I mean? Like, just chilling on the couch.
Yeah, just chilling on the couch.
Oh, what up, man? How you doing?
Because I remember there was a point
like stuff like that I didn't know.
Yeah, there was a point when I think Common said that they were living together.
No, they're
in Brooklyn, or was it
out here?
All right.
Okay. So this is my little.
Because I'm trying to remember where they were.
So I got the book called Behind the Beats. The guy's name is it's not Ralph. It's Roth is his name. Mm-hmm. He has a book and it's all these different producers. Mm-hmm. Madub's in there, Dilla's in there. And it's Dilla when he was out here in LA. Okay. Even though he's from Detroit, he moved out here because he was getting his place robbed all the time. So he moved out here. And also for treatment too. So it was like a double win. The reason why I came out was like double reason. And also like collab with Madlib and like just have a better environment, you know what I mean? So where he was living, he was staying with Common. The reason why I know that is because on Common's B album, there's a DVD attached to it. And Common is right there in the same place. And if you look real close, you can see Dilla set up in the background.
Yo, so that's wow. So that was Dilla's setup.
Yep.
Because I had that CD. I had that CD
it's
DVD.
Right
it's
up
like
there.
a CD DVD.
Yep,
I got that
right up there
because it was a special edition that I bought from Sam Goody.
I probably bought mine from the wall. I don't know where I got mine from, but somewhere.
Oh man!
But that's how I decoded it. I was like, oh yeah, they live together. And Common said it like afterward.
Yeah, Common said they lived, but see, I thought they lived together when he was in Brooklyn.
Nah, when he was out here.
So okay.
Dilla never lived in Brooklyn. He was always in Detroit or LA. You know. Remember I told you the story about Busta Rhymes? Like he was like, yo, can you come in the studio and like the mixes joint, like fly out or whatever? He's like, nah, yo, it's cold in New York. He's like, yo, you live in Detroit.
You live in Detroit. Shut up. Get on the plane.
But he's like, Dilla's stuff was so good. Yeah. That you didn't even need to mix it. It was already mixed already and already like tracked out and everything. The best quality already on a CD. Like, it was sounding better than most people's stuff on CD.
Yo,
Dilla was, in my opinion,
he said it's cold.
Yeah, so like he was.
Dilla was just a homebody.
He was just a homebody. He was trying to make them beats, man. He didn't want to miss out on making them beats.
Oh man, oh man, like. It's crazy. So big shout out, let's see. Thomas D said we was talking about the Essence Festival. The Essence Fest show. That's how ridiculous that show was. It was like 90s Bulls lineup of artists. So I guess that's back to I guess it's when they were talking about 70 a ticket. Then once I've been talking about like Rihanna and some other people at the show. So yeah, but we sort of got y'all. We sort of got y'all.
You got it. I don't got it. What y'all talking about? What y'all
Thomas
talking
D said, Sam Goody, wow, I haven't heard that in a while. Oh, man.
Are they behind in the chat or something?
Yeah, they're always, the chat is always.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, it's always because it's live and, you know. So, but the Dilla thing it just impressed on me. Watching these episodes impressed on me just like how much more I have to push, how much more I got to keep pushing what I'm doing. And, you know, it was good to watch. Good to watch the stories of Manny Fresh, good to watch the stories of like, you know, Master P or even DJ Drama, like DJ Drama, Timbaland, Dilla, of course. Dilla's one of those ones that really, really impacted me on the work ethic part, more so than Tyler Perry.
Not, man. What did Tyler Perry do to you, man?
Nah, it's that video. It's like work ethic. It's like, but just seeing how much he did in such a short.
He was 32 when he died.
Such a short period of time.
32.
And just
it's literally like 94 to 2006. 12 years.
Yeah, and
12. The amount of music he made was probably more than most people's lifetime. And that makes music.
just fire all the way through. So yeah, it was good seeing that, and of course seeing the story.
Who was talking about his was it YG was talking about his timing, or like he was just like his time, and they were also talking about techno. They were talking about techno in Detroit.
Yeah, techno in Detroit.
But that also was that was the dancing thing they did in techno.
Yeah,
like that was the Detroit sound for some reason. Like that was it, and then that his music also you can hear it in there too. But it was this, it was a bunch of things fused in, and that was the timing of the stuff and like the sounds he used and like what he was like sonically what it was coming out. His stuff. I don't even want to say. I was gonna say his stuff always banged. Yeah, always knocked.
Even the stuff that has bad audio quality, you still because of course by now it's beat tape done recorded and re-recorded and dubbed and dubbed and dubbed.
I have Dilla beat tapes right now that are only MP3 96K. You know how low quality that is. In my car, which is a very small Chevy Spark, it still knocks.
Yo, them joints.
His audio quality, whatever he was doing, was well advanced, and I haven't heard anything since. That's that's consistent.
King of the beats, yo.
Like King of the beats.
King of the beats.
King of the beats.
King of the beats. So, guys, we're gonna end off with a quick story. You know what I'm saying? We're going through season 4.
Yeah, tell me what it is.
Season 4. We got a quick story. We talked a little bit about the Grammys last week with Pastor Troy. Yeah. Pastor Troy isn't the only person that said something. Puff Daddy also said something at, of course, the Grammys last week. He made a statement talking about the Academy and all of that and artists. And he ended his statement saying, quote, "So I say this with love to the Grammys because you really need to know this. Every year, y'all be killing us, man," he said as he ended his Icon Award acceptance speech. He said, "Truth be told, hip-hop has never been respected by the Grammys. Black music has never been respected by the Grammys to the point that it should be. I'm officially starting the clock. You've got 365 days to get this crap together." Or, well, he said the S word. But anyway.
Get your stuff together.
Get your stuff together.
That's what you mean, right?
Yeah. Oh. We need the artists to take back control. We need transparency. We need diversity. And that's something that I'm like, oh, this sounds good. You know what? I like that, Puff Daddy. You're right. I'm setting the stage. I'm setting the stage for you. So I'm like, yo, this sounds good. Artists take back control, transparency. That sounds great. But your boy Mace actually has something to say in a long statement on Instagram, and it goes, "At Diddy."
Oh yeah, he's not I am Diddy no more. He's just Diddy.
Yeah. "I heard your Grammy speech about how you are now for the artist and about how the artist must take back control. So I will be the first to take that initiative. Also, before we ask of other ethnicities to do us right, we should do us as Black people better, especially the creators. I heard you loud and clear when you said that you are now for the artist. Uh, and to that, my response is, if you want to see change, you can make change today by starting with yourself. Your past business practices knowingly has continued purposely starve your artist, I guess, continually starve your artist and been extremely unfair to the very same artists that helped you obtain that icon award on the iconic Bad Boy label. For example, you still got my publishing from 24 years ago in which you gave me $20,000, which makes me never want to work with you as any artist wouldn't after you know someone is robbing you and tarnishing your name when you don't want to comply with his horrendous business model. However, people would always ask, what's up with Mace? So I would be forced to still perform, to not look crazy when I was getting peanuts, and the robbery would continue. So many great moments and people's lives and music were lost. But again, I rode with you in the face of death without flinching, and you still wouldn't do right. I never said anything because I wanted to wait until I was financially great so I can ensure that I was addressing this from a pure place and not out of spite. To add insult, you keep screaming, quote, Black excellence and love, but I know love isn't free. So I offered you $2 million in cash just a few days ago to sell me back my publishing as the biggest artist, as your biggest artist alive. That always show you respect for you giving me an opportunity at 19 years old. Your response was, if I can match what the European guy offered him, that would be the only way I can get it back. Or else I can wait until I'm 50 and it will revert back to me from when I was 19 years old. You bought it for $20,000. I offered you $2 million in cash. This is not Black excellence at all. When our own race is enslaving us, if it's about us owning, it can't be about us owning each other. No more hiding behind, quote, love. You changed, give the artists back their money so they can take care of their families, of course, from Mace. Well,
people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Yeah.
Diddy's been in the glass house.
Diddy's been in a glass house for a long time.
He set it up. He basically he gave Mace the alley oop.
Yo, he
locks the alley oop. Shine the alley oop. Where's on the label?
Gave everyone who's been on Bad Boy an open alley oop. An open alley oop on a fast break to like LeBron James.
Yeah.
Like it's not going. It's going in.
It's most likely.
It's going in. There's no way you can't miss that.
You can't miss it.
I mean, wide open.
Wide open.
Wide open. Nobody. Oh man. What?
No.
This is the problem. This is the problem with fake wokeness and fake Black activism and fake, Black excellence. Riding that, like black girl magic train and stuff. Puff don't care nothing about no Black excellence.
Puff care about that money.
Puff care about that money. And I'm cool with Puff care about the money.
But he did
But you can't talk about y'all doing artists wrong. It's like, really? Really?
Right message, wrong message.
Yeah.
As I always say. Right message, wrong message.
Wrong message. Oh, man. So big shout out to the chat. Thomas D said, well, Mace, what did you learn? Markeith Collins says, Mace is like, cut the check. Jenna James says, video shows Nelly getting into an argument while playing Texas Hold'em at a casino. What? Jenna, you always dropping random stuff.
Nelly.
Thomas
Wow,
D
you
said,
dropping Nelly's name. Whoa.
Nelly.
Whoa, Nelly.
Whoa.
Whoa, Nelly.
Thomas D said, Diddy has always been shady, and now Mace wants his masters back. Honestly, Puff could have been gave them joints back. He could have took the $2 million.
If he wanted to do right.
It ain't gonna hurt Puff. He could have gave them $2 million.
He's making a lot of money off this song. Man.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, he could have took the $2 million. It's not like if he gives up those matches.
Precedent, so everyone else can do the same thing.
Yeah, for $2 million.
If everyone does that, he loses all the money from Bad Boy. That's the money's in the publishing, man. Yeah, and your masters are very important.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
You're owning songs.
He's not going to. I think people make it seem like if he gives them the publishing, he's going to be he's going to be homeless.
He won't be, but you're forgetting the person who loves. You seem like he loves money more than
I
people.
love it though.
So why would a person who's money hungry and greedy going to give someone else something? Why?
I love the dough more than you know.
So I don't see Puffy doing that. And yeah, I'm glad that Mace did that. I'm glad somebody spoke up.
Jenna James said Jadakiss recalls Styles P throwing a chair at Diddy so the Locks could leave Bad Boy Records. Styles P does seem like the dude that like he looked like he got a short fuse. Like out of all of them, Styles P probably got the shortest fuse.
Styles P, the Panero guy, you got to watch out for.
Like De Niro, Pacino and De Niro, so they call me Panero.
Yeah, Panero bread. You gotta watch out for that.
Bread?
You gotta watch out for Panero.
You gotta watch out for Panero, boy. Get you every time. Man, it
makes sense. I'm glad I'm glad that someone said it.
I am just tired
and did it to that much detail.
I'm just tired of these black celebrities.
Some of them.
Some of them. Not all of them. Because no, I'm saying these black celebrities, meaning these ones that I'm talking about. These ones that do this.
Like who?
Like the black celebrities that we saw walk past the black media at the Grammys. Like her, like Questlove, like Lil Nas X. Like
that's all the people did?
They walk by the black media because when they set up red carpets, it's just a thing. They usually put the smaller or black media way at the end. And the artists, there's a video of them just showing the artists walking past.
The question is whether more than just black media
there. Yeah, of course they had like people and variety and stuff.
And they passed them off too, right?
No. They did.
No, I'm trying to figure out who else in the area. Was it like the black media section? And then it's like...
Yeah, it is like the black media section. Like when they put the black media all the way at the end. And like their publishers and they were just walking by and not even saying nothing. Or they might look and like wave real quick. Like, Jeezy just was like all them.
Even Jeezy? Jeezy. I saw them. I was like, hey, how you doing? Yeah. But I didn't have time to talk. I gotta go in and get that Grammy. Me and my
gotta get by.
My new baby, my Asian baby.
Oh man, but Thomas D said Diddy almost got Ice Cube. But
no Vaseline.
These celebrities that want to jump on any kind of movement about like uplifting black people when it's like, dude,
you know what the equivalent is? It's like if Barry Gordy was Diddy.
Yeah, if Barry Gordy
did a lot
if
of
Barry Gordy came out talking about give the artists their power, I'd be like, Barry,
you ain't the one.
Not you.
Like if Master P said it.
Master P, yeah, because Master P has been known.
But he's been saying it anyway. Like he said it anyway. He ain't gonna show up at the Grammy though because he know better.
Yeah, but Puff has it. Come on, man, we know what you about. And then to jump on this black excellence train it's weird. It's weird to see people that are rich and famous clout chase.
Yeah,
it's weird. I'm supposed to be clout chasing because I'm not rich and I'm not famous, but Puff Daddy is clout chasing by like trying to jump on a movement that it's like, dude.
Because if you do that makes you popular and you're still in the media. And you get money from that. Because think about this.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna give you show you a lesson, Grammys.
What I'm trying to say, it's marketing either way you look at it. We're talking about him now on your show.
Yeah, and then people will be like, oh snap, yeah, man, I remember that Mace song. Go play the Mace song, and then Puff get more money.
Yep, and Mace get nothing. Ain't that some stuff? That's why I'm like, publishing, mastering, that's why I was with Prince. If you don't own your master, I ain't working with you.
Jenna James said Diddy equals Tobias Whale. And then Thomas D said Diddy is a Sith Lord. And then said Barry Gordy is Lex Luthor.
Pretty much.
Thomas D said, if I ever meet Diddy, I'm going to make sure I have a pistol just in case.
Barry Gordy is Lex Luthor's father. And Diddy is Lex Luthor.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because
Lex's father was trash, too.
Super trash.
Super trash. So that's his pops.
Yeah, it's crazy. But guys, that's it. That's it. We ain't got no more. We had a good time with y'all. We went long tonight. Went super long tonight. Hung out with you guys. Glad y'all had a wonderful time. 145. So, you know what I'm saying? Who we have in IG? Give a shout out
They're
to
gone already.
Well, IG people, I know Haas was over there.
Now, Haas was not over there.
He wasn't?
He wasn't there today.
I thought he was here.
He was not there.
Haas, where you at?
The question was for me to talk about yesterday.
Oh.
Mr.
Haas,
but we have
me.
have Therese and Chad Anthony.
Therese, what up?
We just about to end the show, man.
We out.
He wasn't over there? Therese went over there?
Therese went over here.
Oh, man. Therese, you should have came over to YouTube, man.
But
you can watch the playback and like and subscribe and share. You always subscribe.
We got over here. We got E equals MCU. We got Thomas D, Marquis Collins. We got Jenna James in the spot. We got Keith
Cooper.
Keith Cooper. Let's see. She said London on the track. I'm in London. I got my beat from London. Pierre Bourne. Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here? Just blaze. Murder beats. Murder on the beat. So it's not nice. What? Yo, Jenna, you killing me right now.
Wait, what?
I'm like, what?
Thomas D. Keith Cooper.
Audio Ron was in the spot.
Ron, my brother. Yeah,
we had some folks. We had some stars up in here tonight. Now, of course, big shout out to Toby. Toby was in here.
That's a new name.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Toby was up in the house. I think it's new. So it's good to have Toby in the spot. Sorry for messing up your name.
And BB.
And BB. Glad to see you. So guys, thank you for rolling through. We had a ball talking about, of course, hip hop evolution. And we got into some Puff Daddy. Mace was like, look, I'ma just say this.
Yeah. Nah, he was right to say that. I'm glad someone said it. But Therese, man, we just we can watch the playback.
You gotta watch the playback.
We was on, man. My bad, man. Like YouTube be tripping sometimes. He didn't know he was even on, man.
Yo, man, YouTube don't be, because you want to know why? Because YouTube be hating. YouTube be trying to stop my growth. Be trying to stop my spiritual growth. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened, man. See, YouTube be trying to stop me. But guys, thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Also, big shout out to the people that are watching but just not in the chat. Big shout out to you, Mace. Big shout out to Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying?
No big shout out to Puff Daddy.
Good to see you. Well, yeah, not really a big shout out to you, but you know what I'm saying? I'm glad to see you watching. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you share this to, all your baby mamas and all that good stuff. So, guys, before we bounce, to my left.
Hey, guys, you can find me at arckatron.com. You can find a space bridge there. You can find some merch like this hoodie I have here. Ooh, nice design. And you can find anything else. I'm doing private lessons too, so holler at me if you want to learn some hip hop production or mixing. Holler at me. There's my email there and also my number. So if you call me, don't be messing with my phone, okay? Don't be playing on my phone. Don't be playing on my phone, all right? And to my right, who I got to the NERDSoul, how they gonna find you, sir? NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You know the things you need to do. Hit that thumbs up. You hit that thumbs down, I'm gonna send Puff Daddy after you. No, share Mace, Murder Mace.
Well, yeah. Well, Puff Daddy just gonna dance you to death.
No, but Murder Mace gonna murder you to death.
Oh, he's
going. You're gonna be like Alfred, you know what I mean? Got the Bye-bye. Oh, you thought I was sleeping. Oh, you thought I was asleep.
I was asleep.
You know what I mean? I burn on the pillow, you know what I mean?
Burn on the pillow, man.
You dead.
That movie is just so bad. Why does that girl have that weird thing with her lip? It's just annoying. Oh, they had a CD disc. What is it? They had sparks all over the motorcycle. Oh, man. That movie is bad. But, no, they didn't say Diddy is Frieza from DBZ. And Jenna James said Barry Gordy is Janimba.
Wow.
or Beerus. No, don't do Beerus like that, man. Beerus is cool. Beerus is cool in our book now, man. Oh, no. Saying Goku Black. Oh, that's cold.
Black.
Yo, man. Oh, man. Goku Black? Come on, man. No, that was messed up how they tried to make the black Goku like mean and evil. Stop making black people evil, Japan. We watching y'all, all right? And it better be some more black people on My Hero Academia because y'all getting on my nerves. Like, I'm starting season 4, but I don't see no black people yet. All right, and I know there's black
Why
people
are you
in Japan
expecting Japan to have black people in this show?
because Japan has black people in their country.
But how the equivalent? How many black people compared to how many Japanese people?
A whole bunch. They be having mad white people up in their show. Oh, white people be all up in Japan.
Come on, man. You know the deal.
Look,
You know the deal.
look,
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
Japan. Listen to me.
Japan.
Japan. Plane just stopped. They don't even play.
Japan. Thailand.
Oh man. Jenna James said y'all gonna review Power. Yes. This Sunday
I will be
I'll be doing it. I should be going live on Power Sunday night.
Power I know is no one man can have all this power.
That's
power
right.
I know. Clock just count the hours. You know what I'm saying?
Woo! But yes,
this
this Sunday I'll be talking Power with Anthony from I forgot the podcast he's on, but I'll be with someone talking Power. So yes, we'll be talking Power this weekend. And I'll be talking Evil Season 1 probably tomorrow.
Evil.
So it's evil. And evil is
You said
good.
lounging on Sunday?
Lounging on Sunday. Yes, lounging
Correct.
does come back on Sunday. So yes, lounging is back. It's just a lot of moving parts.
And we'll be back with the movie
movie
next month.
Next month. Yes. Next month we'll be back with the movies. We'll be good. So Jenna James says, yeah, Asians as a whole be on some racist Sith love. Some racist shit. Love to steal our culture and draw up their characters like they white. Man. I'm glad you said it.
Yeah,
but guys, from us to you, thank you. Love to see y'all sunshiny faces. Peace.
And a woo
for you.
And a woo woo woo.
And a woo woo woo. And a woo woo woo.
I couldn't even get that in my video, man. It was too long on IG. The last video I put actually put like the woo woo woo. I just couldn't get it in. I couldn't. I actually have it as, like a B-roll or whatever. You know what I mean? I do that B-roll stuff, y'all. Y'all gonna see it soon.
Y'all gonna see it. So we got blurted stuff coming tomorrow from the Chewbacca's parade. We got Evil coming. We got Power coming. Love all y'all. We out.
Yeah, check my interviews out too with Blurtish and then soon with Thought Crimes.
Yeah, Thought Crimes I think drops tomorrow. So yeah, we out. We out. We out. We out. We out. Woo! Let's go back and forth with you. Living my best life. Back and forth with you. Living my best life. Smile. I can't believe Puff Daddy said that, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, we gone. We really gone. Love y'all. Peace.
Puff whack.
Yeah, Puff. If you look back, he really was all in the videos.
Really whack though.
He was dancing.
He was probably the corniest dude in the videos most of the time. Doing that weird ass dance he was doing.
But he was so shiny.
Yeah, weird ass dance he was doing. Yo, he was in. Okay, I bet you. I got some trivia for you.
What's up?
I bet you didn't know he was in the Survival of the Fittest video. Mobb Deep. Ooh, didn't know that.
He was?
Yeah.
We gonna watch that back. All right, y'all. We out. Love y'all. Peace.